Hello viewers and friends, how are you going today? I hope you are well and healthy. So today in Horizon 5 we'll be taking a look at the Hyundai Elantra N. This is a race car. In Horizon 5 it's classed as just a track toy. This came into Horizon during the Apex All-Stars update and is available during autumn or storm season for 20 points on the festival playlist. So let's take a look at that and see how it drives in Horizon and see if it's competitive enough to be useful in future events. But before we get into it, so if you're not coming from Horizon 5 and are unfamiliar with how a race car or a track car works, so basically they are fully stripped out of everything, air conditioning, spare tyres, and basically it's just a shell and a roll cage, because this is done to reduce weight and get the car around the track as fast as possible. So here is what the inside will look like. If you do feel like having a look, or if you want to unlock it yourself and have a look, feel free to do that as well. So upgrade wise, what can we do to this particular vehicle? So engines, there definitely is a better selection over the Ford GT we had, where I believe that was just a turbo and restrictor plates. We've got at least some different parts available in here, and also platform and handling. So what I'm interested in is the suspension types we get. Off-road, yes, so that is possible. We can off-road this thing if we want to. And tyre compound, or what, first gearbox and drivetrain. Well, I don't know why I went in there, there's nothing really interesting. So this is the tyre compound. So once again, the off-road tyre compound has been excluded, so we can't really make it a Baja vehicle, but we can go rally. And yeah, so there's no spacers and no body kit, which this is to be expected among a race car. So I thought that this cathedral circuit would be a decent place to start, as it's tight, it's technical, so this Hyundai should feel quite at home here entirely. Let's see how it goes. I don't know about you guys, but I feel that race cars being added to Horizon 5 or any Horizon series in general, it's a nice change, but I do think that it may become oversaturated at some point if we got monthly race cars added, considering that that's what motorsport is for. I do find it is a decent car to drive, so yeah. Track toys, it is definitely competitive on the roads, but I do feel it will lack in speed. So later on, maybe if you had a track toy in the S class, I think this may struggle a little bit. It doesn't seem to put out a lot of horsepower on this at all. And saying that, I'm not actually too sure what they race these cars in. I mean, I don't really follow motorsport unless it's rally. So yeah, at the moment this one is definitely more fun to drive around than that GT40 we got last week, but saying that, it's not really my taste of car anyway. And we have a cross line in first place, that's what I like to see. A little bit of Horizon Wilds in the mangroves, so let's see how this makes a good rally car. Hopefully it's decent. I mean, it handles okay, but I can't tell on dirt. Well, yet, I haven't tried really. I'm now holding up the rear of the pack. Everything else seems to just get better launch than me. This is where the real interesting part starts. I'd say it's fairly decent. That WRX would be better though. Rather be driving that, but this is about the Hyundai. It's a Type 2 Combi van up front. Barn Find Horizon 2. So yeah, this is definitely handling fairly decent off-road for rallying. Well, this is really a dirt trail, not off-road as such, going by Horizon's logic. So yeah, I think maybe it is a little bit bumpy, so I think just chucking some off-road suspension on this and you should be golden to win a seasonal in Track Toys if rallying comes to that point. The more and more I drive this car, the more and more I begin to like to drive it as a car as such. Excuse my bad driving there. I'm also currently recording for the Pro Stock Camaro, so this is a drag car that they've added. You have to, I'll go more into detail on that video, but yeah, so hopefully if everything goes as planned, that should be uploaded tomorrow. So yeah, this is also not all-wheel drive currently. I think it is a front-wheel drive vehicle. Overall, I'm happy with how it's handling on the Horizon Wilds. I mean, nothing to really complain about here. It's all just positive. I think this car is definitely worth your time keeping if you haven't got it already, and I think it's worth unlocking. Now for the last bit, I'm going to go into what I absolutely do not like about this Hyundai that they have added, and the first part is, it is, for a Track Toy standards, I find it quite slow. In saying that, it does land jumps fairly well as well. I also feel that the tyres on this were like, again, they're basically kind of holding your hand with it, putting these tyres that they have fitted for the Hoonigan class of vehicles, these Michelin ones. I feel it makes it a little too easy and just takes away the competition in a way, I'm going to call it that. The challenge, that's the word I'm looking for. It kind of takes away the challenge of trying to control the vehicle off-road on track racing tyres. I understand why they put these tyres on for the Hoonigan cars, because they are effectively used on road and on dirt trails as well, but remember, this is a racing track car, so really it should have used a variant of the one that we have, you know, the racing slicks that we can put on the cars in Horizon 5. I think that would have been a better choice, and then being able to, if we felt like it, change the tyre compound to these Michelin ones as well. So yeah, that's probably the only things I don't like on this Hyundai, but other than that, like I have said, I actually do quite enjoy driving it around. It's, if you like, for example, if you put it inside the cockpit view like I have here, it's actually fairly decent to see. This is mainly how I drive in Horizon 5, but for the sake of everybody watching, I use the chase cam. And with that, it's about time to bring this video to a close, but before I go, I'd like to say that I thoroughly enjoyed driving this car around in Horizon 5, as so far it to me is the best car this Apex All-Stars series. And also, what did you do to your one if you decided to keep it? And feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video, and thanks for watching this video.